Do you realize everything about you is not for you? And sometimes you will walk through life not knowing why this or that for a while before pulling the light string on for illumination. Hey, that's called delayed gratification, by the way. So, hey guys, this is PM Mathis, your global indie author distributor, and this is called Before You Buy In. Okay, so let me just tell you a little piece about me. Now, I knew early on in life I did not like being grouped or in groups because I may not totally submit to what I hear or see within that group. And to have anyone judge me based on my affiliation was not cool to me. I am a truth seeker, and if there's ever any evidence that things were turning into chance happenings where I had to agree or justify anyone's untruth as I saw it, I was out. Not wanting to be seen to agree with others I have no true connect with other than being grouped by certain circumstances. So even today, when the suggestion is made to join groups of interest, I struggle because I know that there's going to be some part of the group situation I will have a problem with. I'm just being honest. Because connecting the dots in my head and heart, I am always in search of understanding how to be a better me. So in my learning, I came across the concept of delayed gratification. I know you are saying, how do the pieces connect, Pam? Being grouped in delayed gratification. I'm glad you asked, and I'm going to break it down for you. Okay. First thing, figure you out. I believe that before you present a concept or a way of being, you must be clear on the offer you want to give in that situation. My belief is you do this by not being persuaded by the color or the tide of the atmosphere by which you find yourself. Your foundation must be set, or you will find yourself being sucked into mindsets or actions unbecoming of who you are and should always be. We all know what it looks like to be swept up in someone else's passion and their potential of finding yourself, and you find yourself doing the wrong thing because your voice failed you. Because going along was easier than objecting. I know I have done a lot of stupid stuff in the name of love, okay? I'm going to admit that. And how I put myself in harm's way for somebody else. So stop buying in to other people's stuff to please. I know when you're trying to figure things out, it can become, point number 2, frustrating in the why. You can become frustrated in that. Of the things that have no purpose to the plans you have set out and are moving towards currently. I know we can get frustrated, and that's just all a part of it. But just because you do not see the reason for a thing, be aware enough to understand whatever the current holdup, delay, or transition will at some point serve you. Sometimes putting your blinders on to block out the sight, or putting your fingers in your ears to shut out the sound and to distance yourself from the drama will open you up to clarity necessary in this time of not understanding that your actions may derail your journey because you feel a certain type of way that will cause you to act out and become a deterrent in your own success down the road. Because you could not be quiet, but rather chose to put into the atmosphere nothing beneficial to you finding awareness. Sometimes you just got to shut it down. You just got to get quiet. You just got to stop speaking stuff. You just got to believe that at some point this is all going to turn around for you. Believe you me. I have had to struggle with being in situations I could not control. Only time and someone other than me doing something about a thing was needed before change could happen. Now, sometimes this frustrates me to no end to not be in control. I have an internal rage, right? that is not doing me any good, that has manifested in hypertension, right? So when you don't get clear and you can't let go of some stuff, it turns into things that you don't want. Therefore, I want to lend today my voice to buy into things by staying in my lane in life. And you need to flow in, right? Working in the weight. You got to work in the weight. Do the things that you do so well. That makes you feel on top of the world. And get this, you can look down on, you're up here, and you can look down because no one can tell you that you will not reach those things you seek for in life. That there are limits. You won't even see those things. You'll be so focused on trying to live that best life right now. Unforeseen occurrences have a way of besetting us all. But how you prepare is the true mastery of living well. The best life is what I'm referring to, okay? You must remember you have a purpose and a promise that you, your voice, and your putting things together is needed here and now. Your insight is necessary, a necessary part of the fabric of this world. How do I know this? Because you are here living and breathing and taking up space currently. That's how I know that you still serve a purpose. Do not limit your self-expression, because in it you will find and save your own life at times. B, learn, adjust as needed for growth in your quest to give notice rather than keep asking for permission. And as you move through unfamiliar territories in living this life, here's what you'll find. You'll trust you are in progression. You'll know that you're moving forward. What you must do is not backtrack, okay? Use not your past as a crutch to stay broken, but as a simple pat on the back of how well you are doing and how far you have come. Though you do not have all the pieces figured out, be aware you are making steps to the finish line. And guess what? When you do, there will be others ready to pat you on the back, even though the in-between stuff you had to walk by yourself. But the end will grant you community of support that you want to show up for each and every day. I mean, that's why I get up and I do what I'm doing, because there's somebody that needs me to. No one will have to tell you to show up. Your responsibility to others will. That to me is that sweet spot of why I delay the feelings of going unnoticed on a huge level. That's why I'm still in the small beginnings. I'm still showing up, because I know that there are things that God is working out through me. So when that door does open up and the levels are higher, the recognition is greater, I will have had the time to prepare, because there are places in my head and heart God is still working on. And once my agreement matches up with my Creator, He will make the universe agree with my heart's desire. So therefore, I and you can do what? We can be ready. We can buy in when we're ready. Because you have figured out that delay does not mean no. But that you have had things that you had to look at and to readjust in your life. You understand that what you did not kill you, but has made you stronger. The things that you had to walk through didn't kill you, but they have made you stronger. They have they have helped you be able to learn from your mistakes, right? Take charge of your decisions. Become self-aware. Desiring to do something better. Trusting yourself to figure out what that thing is for you. So now is the time to buy in, because all the things have aligned. And the outcome Well, it is the promise, it is the privilege, and it is the purpose you were given, not in your timing, but in by way and will of the Father who gives you his yes. Yes of approval is what I'm talking about, right? So then there's the offer. And here's what I offer. It is what I'm calling SMU, Single Mom Unpublished, along with this mighty great essential oil, because you know your girl loves essential oils, called Peace and Calming, that will help you relax and help you with having a deep sense of peace and emotional well-being. Because when you are dealing with depression, anxiety, stress, and sleeplessness as a mom, or just trying to figure out what it is that you're supposed to do in life, you still got to keep going, right? So I'm here to help you. And if you want some of this sweet peace and calming, then send your girl an email at pmathis@pewpartners.com. It will be in the description below the video with the subject line PC. And I will let you know what your options are. And here they are. We have the basic, right? Which is, the good in getting started with Young Living. We have the basic, which is basic 6. That the first one was basic 3. The second one is the basic 6, which is better than the basic 3. Or you can get the premium 12, which is the absolute best, okay?